Ooh, whoa, whoa, oh, the game started. Alright, so now we're at 7Q. So let's see the difference between 7Q and 10Q. Why didn't... there you go. Go ahead and play. Same opening here. Let's keep it simple. Oh, okay. We got a San Ren Sei. So we're just gonna simply approach here the San Ren Sei. Hello, OING. How are you? 2100p. That ultra wide, right? That's a weird drop down. And he's supposed to reinforce here because now I can play this one. Maybe I should lower the... I am lagging a bit. So maybe I should lower... I'm going to put some pressure on these stones here with this drop down here. If he does that, then we can cut. Because there's no ladder here. The source resolution is not reasonable. Maybe I should change that. I might have to because it's kind of lagging me a bit. Hold on, let me pause it. I'll be right back. I think I set it way too high here. All right, we should be back here. Seems a little bit better. I scale it down a little bit. It's the monitor here that's giving us a little bit of trouble. So and we're gonna play this one. Go jump there. I mean, I'm thinking about the ultra wide audience here, you know? Thinking about them. So here he's gonna run his stick out, which is we're cool with that because we're getting fourth line territory. As long as he keeps giving us fourth line territory, we're gonna be happy. And then we're gonna jump out here because okay. Let's make sure we're safe here. Go ahead and put more pressure on this group. That's two 4K screens next to each other. Well, I am working with an ultra wide screen here, that's why. Let's cap him. Let's cap him and develop this left side here. That should be correct direction of play. I'm gonna jump up here and really get an extra line of points here as he runs. And then we're gonna double Hane, triple Hane, everything into the Hane. Sweet looking board too, right? The board looks sweet. It's so we can get the shoe collection in the background. Yeah, you can get. You look into the serial number of that collection there. He's looking a little tight here. The space look a little tight for him, if I do say so myself. All right, you know what? We're gonna keep pushing here. We're gonna build a stick also, and then here, I think we want to protect the corner, so I'm gonna protect the corner. That's a very large corner we have here. That's a very, very large corner. And then here we're gonna extend out and keep building here while he builds the center, which is not a lot. Hey, Creakers, welcome. There we go. He's protecting his corner. Let's go ahead and take our nice extension. Why not? We're just gonna beat him with big plays. That's all we're gonna do. Just beat him with big plays. Every play we're playing is a lot bigger than his. Nice. So that one's not good for him because it let me attach here and then regrow this side. Where here it can be invaded still, so that might not be good because now we have this tiger mouth into Atari. Q question, is diagonal there enough to prevent the 3-3? Yes. Indeed it is enough to prevent the 3-3. What do we want to do here? I think we're gonna develop here. So we're gonna push here. This group should be fine with the dog shape. And I'm gonna extend here and develop this top. Because we just have to develop this top corner a little bit more, and then we have more than half the board. And we should be able to win without, like, even losing this group, we can win. So he's getting out-developed. Here we just pull back here and not play anything because that structurally is better. The 2 stone here. So the top looks really nice. It looks balanced actually, but our bottom, he doesn't have anything to compete with the bottom. Okay, he does have this to push in, so he does get. I don't think that's a good move for him. This guy might not be AQ actually. The way he's playing, he might not be AQ. But we shouldn't have a problem beating him. We shouldn't have a problem beating him. Well, I'm just gonna extend here to make my left safe here. Giving up these 5 stone is not a problem. Not a problem. It's not gonna be so easy for him to. And then we're gonna extend here. Still kind of putting some pressure on this group here. Okay, now I think we should start making eyes for this group. Yes, this is a new account for a new episodes. So we're just gonna outbuild him. He's playing pretty fast, pretty solid. So I don't think he's AQ, but we're gonna teach him a lesson about sandbagging. This cut here works. We're not gonna save these 2 stones, of course. If you save, he's gonna keep poking and poking and poking. So here, he's pretty much lost the bottom here. I'm gonna poke out into his area. Let's see what he does here. Testing his strength a little bit. Alright, we're gonna connect. He's not quite alive there. We should have enough space to think here we need to Hane first before we connect, because the ladder, we can just capture these stones here. I think he might made a mistake there. Now we're gonna really apply some pressure here and get some eye shape going. Let's see his reading ability. He should be able to get out here. This is not killing, this is making shape for us. And once we live here, it's game over. Reckless with the follow. Thank you, Reckless. Welcome to the stream. So this is going to give us 1 or 2 eyes. I think here, but I'm going to connect first. So that's going to give us 1 eye later, because it's going to be an Atari. Now this drop down here, this here is Sente, because he has to connect. And then after that, we should be able to make some eyes. Not a problem. I want to say this guy is actually about, he's about 4Q. Yeah, so here he's dead. Pretty much. Okay. We're gonna destroy this guy for being a sandbagger. But we are a sandbagging ourselves, but point-wise, I don't think we need anything really. Because this whole thing on the left here is 1/4 of the board, and then this is another 1/8, and that should be enough to win. Just trying to live, but he got greedy here. And we definitely have enough space to make eyes or kill the middle, so it's not a problem. Although I need to fix my stream element here, because seems a bit laggy. Seems a bit laggy. I'm gonna make an eyeball, just in case. The worst case it comes down to is a. The worst case scenario will be, we'll make 2 eyes, and then there's no worst case, so we're just alive now. Then we're gonna Atari this way. He connects, and we make 2 eyes here. So very game over now. So if you play at this level, at 8Q, if you play big moves, your chance of winning is very high. Yeah, we're just gonna make eyes here. Be safe, stay safe. Game over. That would be Gote. So let's play some endgame here. Just drop down, secure our, make sure he makes his eye. And then this way, make sure he captures. He made a mistake, because now we can just save that group too. He needed to connect here, and then he has to capture this group at the end. That was for really the end game. But this Atari is bad, because now he's going to get counter Atari and we save the group here. So now we're just going to finish off the game. Let's poke in here first. Always try to maximize your points. Connect here would be best, I think. That fixes a lot of Aji. Okay, and then connect. He's trying to do some stuff to save that group, but not too. Okay, now he's gonna try to play into our area. So in place like this, you just want to restrict his eye-making ability. So take off one of the side. He's probably gonna slide to the other side. We are going to Hane from this side. Then connect. That's best for your shape. And then here, I think this works just fine here. Prevent him from having any eye space. That really doesn't do anything. We're gonna bamboo here. This here is not enough to make 2 eyes, so you have to connect all your shapes, make sure he doesn't capture any. That's actually Gote. Let's go ahead and poke his eye out here and make 1 eye. And then we just play straight down like this. It should be dead. Okay. We're gonna sacrifice this stone here. Most likely. That's Gote. We'll let him connect through that side and protect this. So now the stones, we don't have to sacrifice anymore since we're connected up. He has to connect here. And then the throwing will work. Reduce the space here. Poke down here to connect up. He doesn't really have anywhere to go, really. Perfect. And then drop down here. We don't need this move, really, but let's just make him resign. End the game a little bit early here. End the game a little bit early here. Oh, there it is. So he's going to try to answer your question of, is that enough? I think here we can just play this one. Make sure he doesn't crawl into the second line to make more space. Blood for the blood god. You are correct. And then here we just poke here. Very, very basic shape. There's just no way for him to make eye here. We just drop one here. Make sure he doesn't extend out. He's playing pretty fast and pretty accurate for a AQ, which is kind of suspicious. Because yesterday the 10Q and stuff wasn't that great. Alright, and then we're going to poke the other eye out. Make sure it doesn't get that extension, you know? And then here, that should be dead. That's a lot of shoes. That's there's enough shoes for 3 people. Yeti. Man, this music's not that great. Hey Siri, can you play some classical music, please? I think he's counting to see if he should resign, and we'll probably see him resign in a second here. I'm gonna get a glass of water. I'll be back. I guess he's gonna want to finish the end game. Okay, we'll let it in. There's only a few moves left. Next here. Remember, when you have the game in the bag, it's okay to give up points here and there as long as you secure the win, right? And not go for more points that you don't need. So OING say, so it was a 3-3. Would you have played E3? If it was 3-3, I will answer that right after the game, because I have to go back and look at the pattern and see. I don't want to answer right now because the board looks different. I feel like he's really taking his time here now. So I think he's trying to work on his endgame, I think. So although I do recommend, okay, hear the classical music. I think she didn't play. Hey Siri, play classical music, please. Volume 50%. Hey Siri, volume 60%. I guess I have to raise the volume higher because it's classical music. Okay, how's that? Is that better? At what rank? I guess we'll find out, you know. We'll find out. I would say even at 5 Dan sometime they don't resign really. It's okay to have fighting spirit, but you should be able to recognize when the game is not you can't turn the game around anymore. Sometimes you can turn the game around if there's moves left, and then sometimes you can't. So you have to recognize the difference between the two. That might be hard. I do sometime Yeti, but she had really smart replies. It's not worth it. What's with the 7Q account? It was at 10Q. We are trying to rank this one up all the way from 12Q. Making a new series. So our fellow double-digit Q can see what exploitation we can make to win at this level. I have plenty of videos on the 5 Dan level. So this game probably going to be titled something like Play Big or Opening Big. So just play big moves and cruise out the ending, right? Because that's all it is. Every time your opponent plays a small move, that gives you a chance to play somewhere else and take big points. I would really like to start a new game here. He does have a quite big corner at the top, but there's a lot of dead there for him. Oh, it looks like he's gonna drain the time, maybe? I don't know. Poke here. Let's just lead him through endgame here. Make sure it doesn't keep going. Okay. And then this should be the last move there. Alright. We don't have to, but I'm just gonna play safe, make sure he doesn't try any shenanigan. Usually you can play certain moves to signal to your opponent, please resign. If they are on the fence about it, if you play a really safe move that loses points, that typically will send them a signal. Salty. That's why I don't like to sandbag a lot of times, because I don't want to. I don't want people to lose confidence in their go when they come across somebody stronger with a lower rank, you know. But I'm doing this to illustrate a point. I typically don't do this, but. Plus, the board is so nice on the ultra wide here. I've never played on a Go board this nice, actually. Very high resolution, very big right in front of me. It's almost like playing on a real board. And no, it's my brother's. He got the ultra wide here, and I'm just bumming off a little bit. Here he goes. He's gonna try some shenanigans here. For Q monitor. So last night we were checking out some games on the ultra wide here. So we were just like looking at what possibility we have, and holy cow! If you guys haven't seen the okay, he resigned. That's most disrespectful resign. It's at the end after you're about to go to counting. Just resign before him, please. We're gonna take a look at it though, because somebody asked a question about one of the game here, one of the moves. But Assassin's Creed on ultra wide looks amazing. It looks amazing. All right, so let's go through and take a look at how he fell behind here. Well, first of all, San Ren Sei I do not like. If you follow the stream long enough, you know that I think San Ren Sei is an inferior opening, and it's too passive as black, because white has 6.5 points Komi, and you can't just sit back and develop. White will just also develop equally to you, and then the Komi will get you. So you have to be more active than just playing San Ren Sei. But here, so this is his first mistake. After you kick, the standard is to jump, because the jump prevents this one, right? So then now if he does that, you can just Atari and connect here. Develop a nice corner. The only problem with this drop down is now there's no stone to help out here. And if you do this, you might get counter here with a double Hane. And then here is a very bad idea for black. Now black's gonna get counter. Do we know that person? No. Anyway, let me turn the challenge thing off. This lag though is really getting me. It didn't lag yesterday, which is weird. Anyway, after this, black does win a pretty decent side corner, but white has control of the game in the center. And here is, I guess black doesn't really have a choice here, but because of the nice table shape here, white's shape is very settled. So it's hard to attack that group. And then here, white's just gonna take fourth line territory. And when white take fourth line territory, black cannot afford to do that because of the Komi also. So then we jump here. This one's kind of greedy. I think instead of that, directional play should be this way to keep on adding pressure onto this white group, and then you can get to finish your shape here for black. And that strengthens this group here, so you don't get attacked so much. That's more like it, I think. But here is the wrong direction. It's greedy. The corner is still open, so this move doesn't really do much. But now, white can cap you. Right? So you play here, white can cap you. So that's what happened, and the pressure is added on. But really here, he should play here, because this is a good point for both sides. Again, this is directional play. But instead, he plays a very timid move here. And then we could just play here also, kind of like over here, but the cap is definitely much better. Because if we play here, he gets to play the jump here, right? So that looks pretty good for black. But we take the jump away first. Give him this, we can still come back and play this. The difference between this move and this move is not a lot, because you're still getting majority of this bottom points here. And then here, development for white is just too good. Now, if you play greedy like this, you're going to lose a lot of points in the corner. So, a lot of time you need to come back and protect. Okay, you have to play honestly. You can't just play greedy, because it'll get destroyed the corner. But now the corner is going to be very safe. So let's answer this. If it was 3-3, you just simply block, and the black does not have enough points here to live. Even if he does live, it's going to be in Gote. So most likely he'll Hane like this, and then you can just drop down like this and it'll be dead. And if he does this, then you take out this space. Or a lot better here, I think. Then now he really doesn't have space to live here. You can just drop down like that. Take a size space out. And that's how you defend this type of corner here. A large one with the you do this. You could also do this too. This is more solid, but of course, if you have a stone here, you're gonna affect the outside a little bit more. Right? So you always want to get as much edge as possible. And then here, this turn is nice, but it's provoke white from developing out some more. So here, this bottom corner is just too large for him to do anything. And then after he protects his corner, we just take the last big extension here. he also extend, but then we get to enclose the corner. And here it's pretty much over, so let's go to one more. I will go climb in a little bit, so the faster the game, the better, I think. So I hope that explains it for you, OING, how to defend the corner. All right. Games are really easy to get at this level.